Welcome to 1.2 of Sparta, the Warband mod. If you'd like to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, let's start a new game straight up and go for it. Now, obviously, in the previous episode, we were doing a special feature, which is basically just to give an idea as to what the mod is all about, to explore most of the features, if I can get to them, obviously. And it's going to be really cool to try and start from the very beginning and see how we do, because I gotta say, I feel like the bandits in this mod are very challenging, and also I am playing with the recommended difficulty settings that the mod creator themselves actually recommends. And that is going to give me a pretty big challenge in my opinion, because usually I'm not very good, you know? I'm not that good. I'm going to go for a veteran soldier right there for the first option. We'll go for military training next, and then we're going to be probably that, I think. Hard time of war? Yeah, I guess. Hard time of war, why not? Okay, so should we do realistic saving? Yep. Let's do realistic saving. The mod creator recommends if you want a harsh experience with a well, let's just say if you're a veteran of Mount and Blade, which do you consider me a veteran of Mount and Blade? Maybe. I think I probably am, just literally because I've been playing for so many years. But I am still pretty awful at combat. I think my decision making has become a lot better, but you know, here and there I'm okay. It depends on the combat scenario that we're going to be doing. Anyway, I'm gonna call myself Elias again because I personally feel like that really fits with the theme. I know some people wanted me to call myself Barney and things like that, and I get you. Props for remembering that name, but yeah, we're just gonna stay with what we're going for here. And I'm actually gonna be playing with a super hardcore sort of warrior mindset here, because I really do want to be good in combat, and I think for the early game, you can't really be relying on your units that much. But I am going to have to spec into quite a bit of intelligence to get that additional pathfinding initially, because pathfinding is going to be super important to try and get away from the potential enemies that want to murder you. So yes, I'm going to also spec a little bit into Iron Flesh, and we are probably going to be specking into Power Throw at some point, but not at the beginning. We have Weapon Master. Gonna go for some athletics too. I think athletics is really going to be very, very useful. And I think we might want to go for something else, but I'm not entirely sure what. Probably prisoner management, let's face it. I probably will make good use of that. And as I believe we're probably going to be starting with a spear, I'm going to increase my polearm proficiency. And we will now continue onward. And we will randomize exactly 5 times, and then we will go with whoever that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's who we're going with. Looks kind of amusing, but anyway, there you go. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to be playing with Spartan Units, because personally I feel like Spartan Units look pretty awesome. I like their capes. It's very red. And so we're going to start there. Alright. So this is going to be pretty interesting because I haven't played with realistic saving for a very long time, mainly because, well, it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating playing with that. Anyway, I could recruit some volunteers. How many do I have? I have 70 dinars. I have 70. Okay, let's have a look and see exactly what I have here. I have a pole, and I have some extremely bad gear. Right. Let's go into the arena straight away. This is usually what I will not do, but I'm going to go into the arena straight away because I am quite petrified of going out and attacking some bandits. I'm hopeful that I will just be able to get enough cash to basically just give myself some decent gear, you know? Just some decent gear, or maybe some units here and there. I think that is probably going to be the way to go. So as you can see, whoa, yeah, I love this mod. Oh yeah, this is the updated version as well, by the way. This just came out. I'm not entirely sure when. I think a couple of days ago. I didn't take note of the date, but I really, really love these animations. I love the attention to detail that the mod creator has put into basically every single facet of the game. And that's crazy. I mean, there's just so much, you know, there's just so much to do, so much to look at. And have I mentioned how I love the overhead spear attacks? I feel like the overhead spear attacks are super cool. Unfortunately, I am taking massive damage now because this guy is actually kind of annoying. Die, please. Ah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch to my two-handed. Maybe that's going to make a difference. Or not, as the case may be. Yeah, get him. Get him. Yes, very good. Yeah, there we go. All right. That guy was really harsh, wasn't he? Yeah, so I am playing with combat AI on good, and I am also playing on campaign AI on good. Now, usually in the past, I have stated very publicly that I really dislike the campaign AI setting. I think that the campaign AI setting is literally just a setting to elongate unnecessarily the siege mechanics and things like that. And usually I'm not a big fan of the siege mechanics, but obviously because this is a mod that has done a really good job on the sieges, we're going to try and you know, be a little bit, you know, be a little bit forthcoming about our compromises that we are going to make here. So that was awful. I did extremely badly right there. How many am I getting? 5 dinars. Okay. Is there a tournament nearby? No, never mind. Okay, so I'm actually going to recruit some volunteers. Ooh, these are... Oh, yeah, they're actually cheap. Okay, I actually thought they were going to be a lot more expensive, but okay. Great. Now, as you can see, we're getting autosave every single time we leave a town, and that is great for me because obviously if I'm going to run up against... Well, actually, it's not really great, but... Oh, well, never mind, because if I run up against some bandits that are really powerful and they kill me, then, well, that's going to be kind of uncomfortable, isn't it? Can I deal with these guys? There's 14 of them. I don't think I can deal with those. I have no dinars remaining. Right. No dinars remaining whatsoever. I could recruit some more, but I don't have anything in my inventory at all. You know what we could do? We could do some trading, but I don't think I actually have any trade skill, which is a big problem. Yeah, I don't have any trade skill, so I'm going to have to level up in some way. So this is going to be difficult because, as I say, I'm not really wanting to attack these guys. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to go back into the arena. Or not, as the case may be. I was actually just waiting here for some time for daytime to roll around because obviously I wanted to enter the arena and you have to actually be in daytime to be able to do that. And I spotted these deserters and I have consulted the troop trees and I thought to myself, okay, these guys seem relatively not so good, so maybe we will be able to do something here and maybe able to take them out. Now, as I've said, the combat AI is on good, so it is going to be kind of harsh for me to win here, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and I'm actually looking forward to poking someone with this because I love the spear combat in this mod. I think the spear combat is just sublime. It is basically, I would maybe say the best spear combat that I've ever seen in any mod. Maybe if another mod used, you know, similar animations or something like that, then maybe that's also going to have a pretty top spot on spear combat. But you know, this one is the most that I can really think about, that is the most accessible, that is. Okay, so we got to be really, really careful here. This is problematic because these enemies are thrown weapon specialists, I believe, or they have slings or something like that. So they're going to be extremely good at dealing damage to us. And so I've got to be careful. Ah, yeah, they got javelins. Yeah, they got javelins and they also got other things. So I'm just going to kind of be a bit cautious here. We're just going to try and waste their ammunition as well, if at all possible. And my guys are coming in. Okay, let's tell them to charge. Tell my guys to charge in, and let's see if we can... Well, that didn't work out. That didn't work out as I had intended. Well, that was bad. wasn't it? But we're actually doing well. We killed those 2 guys. Go on, charge. Charge, guys. Do they not? Oh, they're holding. Why are they holding? Can I tell them to charge? Charge. There we go. Yes. Kill them. I'm pretty sure my guys can... Oh, dear. Okay, my guys can't. Wow. These guys really know how to deal damage, don't they? Okay. Well, as I said, we're playing with realistic saving, so there is nothing... I mean, usually I don't do that anyway. You know, usually I just save to prevent crashes and stuff like that. But the point is that usually, if there is a big catastrophe of some kind, then yeah, sure, I might reload. But for the most part, that's not going to happen here. That is not going to happen here. We are going to be taken prisoner. We are going to be suffering through the initial stages how anyone else would. And we're going to see how we do here. Because here's the thing, those guys were not that, they're not that difficult. As you could see, my guys were actually able to do a pretty reasonable amount of damage to them. But unfortunately, they just got outnumbered by the amount of thrown weapons they had, and it was just super easy for them. So instead, what we're going to do, if only I had just slightly more units, that would have made all the difference. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the arena. Technically, if I had trade, now, I think what I would recommend is, for anyone starting this mod, maybe you have some difficulties, like me, maybe you have some difficulties, you might want to start as a merchant build of some kind. I think the merchant build is probably going to be the one that is the most, shall we say, accessible. Because that one is probably going to have trade skill, and you're probably going to be able to trade relatively easily. But obviously, I don't know whether the trading is actually good in the mod, because obviously, if it's, I think some of the factions might be better at trading than others. So obviously, there's that. But anyway, gonna try and, yeah, there we go. Nice damage right there. Okay, so I'm going to try and see if we can beat this guy. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so obviously bear in mind that these spears and polearms and things like that, they only have 2 ways that they can attack. They can attack from below or they can attack from above by the looks of things. So that's obviously an overhead. That's a you know, an under attack or just a regular thrust sort of thing. Ooh, you know, I feel like it's so much better when I'm using a two-handed stance. It's much more fun, as you can see right there, able to quite easily best that veteran fighter as a result. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hopefully I will be able to succeed where I have failed beforehand. I've already beaten 8, which is much, much better than my previous efforts. But, you know, that's what we're doing. Realistic saving requires a hardcore mindset. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So let's see if I can maybe do something about this guy as well. There we go. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised that they are dying so easily, but okay. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. But it's just, it's such a wonderful atmosphere in the arena as well. I don't know whether you've noticed that, but I mean, the sky is blue. We've got statues. We've got trees in the distance. It's just all fantastic. And hopefully, I will be able to achieve victory. Ooh, you know what? I'm actually going to give you a small tip that I think I've just figured out. Obviously, this is a thing that is present in most mods, but obviously this is much more prevalent in this one because most people are using spears. But if you've noticed, if I move to the right, because obviously, you know, they're holding their spears in their right hands, but if you move to the right from them, then you can actually dodge, as you can see right there, you can actually dodge their attacks if you time it exactly right. Although it is, you know, you do have a brief window of opportunity there. So technically, you can take 0 damage if you are exceedingly good at maneuvering yourself. Obviously, it doesn't work so well when they are using two-handed stance with staves, but it works much better when they're using shields, because obviously then they have a limited sort of field of attack sort of thing. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. I like the ability to kind of use some skill instead of just, you know, taking the hit or blocking it or whatever, and using some skill to be able to prevail in that sense. I think that's really, really nice. Anyway, there you go. We actually did... Look at that. We actually did achieve victory, and it wasn't even that long. It took me about, what, 5 minutes? Maybe not even that. It didn't take me that long at all to get 250 dinars, and we are now level 2. So, what do we want to do now? Well, I probably want to go on to the next town here. Got to be a bit careful of the bandits in the area. They're going to most likely murder me in every single way if I let them. And I would like to buy some more bread, because they stole my bread, those other scoundrels. So I will buy some of that. And maybe we're going to have a look-see in the tavern here. Because, bear in mind, the mod creator does say, don't recruit more than 2 companions if you want a sort of hard experience. And, wow, I'd really love to take these guys, but unfortunately I won't be able to. Anyway, yeah, so no more than 2 companions if you want a difficult experience. Obviously, I'm gonna bend that a little bit, and I might limit ourselves maybe to like 5. I'm not entirely sure how many there are, so obviously that's a thing. Anyway, I don't really want to do any of that. Oh, we could flip a coin, but we are playing on realistic, so playing on realistic saving is definitely going to make things a bit more difficult in terms of gambling, because usually if you're going to do that, I don't really participate in the gambling that much, but if you're going to do that, then it is a good idea to save beforehand, because you may end up losing a huge amount of cash. So that's definitely something that we're probably going to stay away from at the moment. Ooh, 165 for 11 of them. That is fantastic. Now I have literally no money whatsoever, and we are hedging our bets literally just on winning 1 fight. A bit difficult, yes, a bit difficult, but I'm going to be speccing into intelligence here, and we're going to spec some into trade. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you speccing into trade, you imbecile? Well, yes, I am a bit of an imbecile, but I think speccing into trade at this point is probably going to make all the difference in what we're able to do here. And what are these guys? Kokogos, okay. Let me see if I can actually find them in... Are they here? I'm actually unsure where the sort of bandits are located in the troop trees. So, wow, there's a huge amount here. What? Wow, that is actually kind of crazy. Okay, so let's just go through here. So, bandits? Maybe they're mercenaries. They might actually be mercenaries. I am not seeing them right now. Because that's the thing. If I miss... you know what? I don't know. I really want to fight them because we are basically even. But if we go in and we find that they are so incredibly strong that we're not going to be able to beat them, then it's going to be harsh. Do you think... Are they attacking me? They're not attacking me, so I think we might be able to. Let's try it. Let's try... Oh, I mean, look, they don't have the best gear, but obviously I'm basically bare-chested myself, so... Oh dear, renown value is 7. Okay, that might be a bit problematic because the previous battle that we ended up losing so incredibly pathetically, we had 11 renown reward, so this is going to be kind of tough. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and get up to this hill here, because if the enemy has thrown weapons, then we want to close the gap as quickly as possible. And that means taking cover behind a hill of some kind, because we don't obviously have shields at the moment, and that is a pretty big glaring weakness of our current army. So, oh, you know what? Oh yeah, actually, this mod has freelancer. So I think if I end up getting myself taken prisoner again, I will probably become a freelancer of some Spartan army, and then I will work my way through the ranks, because that's usually how people progress in harder mods. And obviously I'm setting things up pretty harshly here. So it is kind of difficult to progress in the early game without that much cash, without many troops that are capable of good things, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we got slings. Okay, so the enemy has slings. This is kind of bad. So let's move my forces back a little bit here. And we'll see what they decide to do. I'm hopeful that they will not decide to charge in just yet. They're moving a little bit. Could you shoot at me a little? I really don't want to get myself killed again instantly. That was a big problem in the previous battle, because getting myself killed was, well, awful. Absolutely awful. So, let me see. Come on. Come on, guys. Do you want to maybe attack me? I just don't know how many thrown weapons they have. That's the point. Because if I can get them to waste their thrown weapons, and then maybe get those guys to charge in. Okay, so I'm just going to run up and down here. Hopefully they're not going to shoot me. Oh, this is so risky. Oh my. Wait, are those guys armored? Oh, they've got shields. Oh, that's a big problem. Okay. That is a big problem. Let's charge. Yes, attack the enemy. Let us do it. We will charge in. I will try to focus on the ranged characters if I can. Okay, or maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should try and assist my forces. I will assist my forces. I will assist my forces as much as I can. Stab them. Stab them in the back. Because we are extremely honorable indeed. Oh, we ran them down. We ran them down. Nice. Okay. Good. Good, friends. Very nice. I'm very pleased. I'm very surprised, actually, as well. Okay, get him. Get him. Get that guy. I want his hat. I want that guy's hat. Can you... Where are you going? Come on. Come on, guys. Ah. Well, it seems like I will not be getting this guy's hat, because he is going to run to the very edge of the earth. Maybe. Maybe not. But... Anyway, yes, he's going to escape. I almost made it. I almost caught up to him, but unfortunately he did manage to escape. But we do gain 7 renown, 13 morale. I am not entirely sure why I'm so excited about this victory, but I suppose it is because it is literally that. It is a very, very small victory, but it means a huge amount to us, because obviously we have not had the best of times, have we? No, we haven't had the best of times at all. So, yeah, you know, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and so on and so forth. But anyway, yes. I now have 370 dinars. 1 victory is all it takes to get yourself on your feet. And that's really quite fantastic. And we can also now sell a whole bunch of extra things. So let's do that. Look at that. Those tunics sold for like, what, 200 each? Or yeah, 220 each. That's fantastic. Let's buy some more bread. And let's actually move on. Let's move on to the next town. See if we can maybe find some more band. Oh yeah, those are a bit harsh. Don't really want to fight those guys just yet. So I won't need to enlist either. But maybe soon. Who knows? Okay, whoa, those guys are running around with 32. That's a little bit much for me. Thankfully, I am super fast on my feet right now. Okay, let's... Oh, yeah. 195. Yeah, there we go. Give me those guys. Thank you very much. That is great. I will now be able to probably take those guys on. So let's remember where they are. They're probably around here somewhere. Let's recruit some more. Yes. Oh, there's 19. Okay. Okay, so let's level these guys up. Oh, I'm very excited now. This is great. This is working out rather nicely. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So I have 53 HP. Do I want to spec into Iron Flesh some more? Probably not. I probably want to spec into some more pathfinding because we are almost at 9 intelligence. Well, we're now at 9 intelligence. And we probably want to spec some more into probably persuasion and prisoner management. Persuasion is an intelligence skill in this mod, so that obviously helps quite a bit. And maybe we want to do something about foraging too, because... obviously, as I've said, I kind of want to go for something that is going to provide, in terms of a character build, that is going to provide a strong warrior archetype. So I'm thinking that we'll probably level our agility up quite a bit, and as a result, we probably want to be leveling up foraging, as that is going to reduce our food consumption, and eventually our food consumption is going to be sky high, because obviously we're going to have an army of, what, 150, 200, maybe 300, something like that. which is going to be harsh. That's going to be harsh. I think I'm actually going to go for inventory management. I think I'm actually going to go for that, because I already have one in foraging, and who knows, maybe at some point, someone, somewhere, you know, a companion of some kind, is probably going to have some foraging skill. Anyway, let's try and chase after these guys. We are moving at 4.2 speed. That is enough, and we are now against the enemy. Oh yes, and I have some people with shields now. Oh, we have come up in the world rather considerably. Wow, it's really dark. Why is it really dark? Ah, it's nighttime, obviously. So, yes, that's a bit problematic. But, yes, hopefully these guys will not have too many ranged units. I actually did not check to see how many units they actually have that are capable of using ranged weaponry. So, we may very well have a problem on our hands. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. It really just depends. It really depends on where they have situated themselves. And it obviously depends whether my forces are capable of doing anything so far. And yeah, I should actually also show you that we have complex formations here. You can actually have ranks, shield wall, wedge, square, etc. And in my opinion, these, I mean, they're fantastic. You know, it's the standard sort of complex formations that you'll see in various other mods. But this is a little bit, I'm going to say it's probably a little bit more useful, because in this mod, obviously, you have a wide variety of polearm units. And polearms, obviously, they're very good against cavalry. And as a result, you probably want to get your units to spear brace, or you want to get them to, you know, do something along those lines. So, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And hopefully we're going to be able to do some phalanx formations as well, because I believe that you can do that if you go into the sort of like orders at the beginning of a battle. Then you can actually just tell your guys to go into phalanx immediately, and then you can, you know, absolutely destroy cavalry, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually kind of happy that we outnumber the opponent so much. We're going to tell our forces to stand closer a little bit as well, so that they don't all get murdered one by one. And we'll see if we can maybe use the hill again to kind of give us a little bit of an advantage in closing the distance on our opponents. Obviously, I have nothing in shield skills, so my shield is going to be extremely small in terms of the area that will cover me. And let's charge. Let's do this. Let's go, guys. Okay, come on. I'm going to try and see if we can do something as well. Stab him. Yes, take that. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of damage. That was a headshot, if ever I saw one. Ow. How dare you? That's not very nice. Poke him. Yes, poke him. Very good. Okay, so let's see if we can do something here. Maybe we can... Yeah, stab him. Stab him. Stab that guy as well. Stab everyone. Everyone's getting stabbed. Is this Rome? Nope. Okay, so yeah, anyway, there we go. Phew. Okay, so we lost a couple more units that time around. I'm actually kind of surprised that we didn't lose that many units in the first battle, but we needed that to get on our feet. So there you go. Five renown, 9 morale, not too bad. And we do have some stuff here that we can sell for a decent amount. There we go. Alright, 212. We actually get less. Oh, well, that's interesting. We actually got less for this than we did for the previous one. That's kind of weird. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, let's go to Megara, actually. Let's go to Megara and see if we can maybe recruit a couple more units and also level up some more of our forces here. Oh, those guys. I do not want to fight those guys right now, because we just fought 19 with 41, and you can kind of imagine that if we were to fight even numbers, then we would have a very, very hard time indeed. So let's just sell the rest of what I have here. Nice, another 500. That's really, really good. Okay, so what about anything that I can buy here? Wow, I'm never going to be able to buy anything. Whoa, the bows are actually really nice. Maybe I should be an archer of some kind. Because as you can see, look at this. 99 accuracy, 32 piercing damage. That's crazy good. That is actually a really nice and well-statted bow. So it might make sense for me to do something like that at some point. Obviously not right now. Anyway, let's go into the tavern here. I might actually want to participate in a tournament as well. But maybe? I mean, there's enough towns, so there might actually be an opportunity for that. Hello. Okay, wow, that's you're very expensive, sir. I'm very, very sorry about that. Can I go into the arena and ask about the tournaments? Because I think a tournament might be my greatest option here, apart from maybe enlisting. I'm still thinking of enlisting right now because it seems like our progress is relatively slow, but maybe it's going to pay off in the end. Who knows? Alright, so is there anything close by here? I am unsure about that at the moment. I'm not seeing anything that close. Is this a town? No, I don't think so. I think this one is a town. Okay, so let's move on. Thankfully, we're not actually at war against the Delian League at the moment, so obviously that is good, because I really don't want to be attacked by those 300 strong armies. That is going to be very hard to deal with. Alright, I can recruit some more. I could recruit some more volunteers. No one here seems to be willing to join your party. How dare they? Ah, there's actually a tournament here. I believe I remember this name. So maybe we could do that. I'm currently at 55% HP, so I will have to wait a little bit. Whoa. Those guys have horses. I might be able to beat them if I go into Phalanx. Maybe? They're actually running from me. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'm happy with that. Just got to be very careful about what's going on here. So, are they going to besiege this, actually? No, they're just accompanying something. Okay. Good to know. Okay, 82, 84, 86. And those guys are coming again. If they want to fight me, then they can. I think I might be able to achieve victory against them. Because we have a whole bunch of units. Ooh, hello. Yeah, I won't be able to fight those guys. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I have a whole bunch of units that are spears, and they also have shields now as well. So yeah, we can actually join the tournament here. Do we want to do that, though? I have 800 dinars. Sure, why not? Let's try it. So, 200 dinars per bet. Ooh, yeah, it's unfortunate that I don't have more money. If I had more money, this would make all the difference. But we have won a tournament before. If you recall, in the special feature, I did win a tournament, which was pretty good. But unfortunately, I don't know whether I will be able to do the same thing here. I'm putting away my shields because, as I've said, I am not a big fan of using shields with spears, even though it is much, much better to use a spear in this mod. And, whoa, wow, they really went from massive grand melee to 2 versus 2. Almost just like that. You know, that's kind of crazy. Alright, so let's see what I can do here. Try and do some damage, help out my friend, who is inevitably going to murder me in a later round, perhaps. Okay, so you can dodge like that. There we go. Ooh, nice! We took out a named guy. Ooh, very good. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, so 2 teams. Oh wow, 2 teams with 6 fighters. Going back to the grand melee, and let's see if I can. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you start with the overhead and then go for a sort of lower thrust. It's pretty good. Wow. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna need some assistance, guys. I'm gonna need some assistance. They are not really helping me that much, which is bad. Maybe I can do something. Could you just, you know, do something? Okay, they're taking some of the heat off me, which is good. But I very badly want to achieve victory in this particular tournament. So hopefully, yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Phew. Okay, that was close. That was close. I was actually kind of worried there for a second. Okay, so we're going to win a lot of cash if I win this. I have no more money, I believe. So, is this a 1 versus... Oh dear. This is a 1 versus 1. Wish me luck, everyone. This is not going to go well for me. I don't believe. Or maybe it is. Gonna dodge him. Gonna dodge him as much as I can. Yes. If you keep moving to the right, then it works. Oh, it works a little bit, at least. Alright, so there you go. I actually have no more money, unfortunately, but we are going to receive about 6,000 dinars upon completion, upon victory. And that is exactly what we have to do. So let's do it. 2 versus 2. Who am I with? This guy. Alright. Maybe I'll be okay. Oh, nice. Good work. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, there we go. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I'm apparently against this guy, and I was just able to eliminate one of them in one hit. So I think I might do okay, you know? I think my chances are going pretty nicely, actually. So let's see if we can do this. There we go. Nice. And that is it. That is a victory for us. That is actually more than 6,000. It's actually 7,200. 20 renown. Gained some relation with the town that is our enemy's town, technically, which is kind of amusing. But there you go. And we have advanced to level 5 as well, which means that I will be able to spec some more attribute points. I'm actually unsure what to spec it in next. I'm thinking we're probably going to start specking into maybe some agility, maybe some strength, maybe something like that. Even though, at the moment, I think I'm actually doing pretty nicely in terms of the damage I'm able to deal with my polearm. So, we'll see what we're going to be specking into a little bit in the next episode. We now have a lot of cash. And so I'm going to probably try and recruit a whole bunch of units and then maybe level them up by fighting somewhere. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.